What's going on, fam? How y'all doing, man? We back with another video. Shout out Flacco. We got Flacco on the screen. And real quick, I know I ain't been posting the last couple days, but I've been hella under the weather, trying to get myself back right. I'm doing a lot better than what I was. As y'all see, I got something in my nose. I'm congested and all kind of stuff. But with that being said, I can't let this sickness or whatever you want to call it hold me back too long from doing these videos. I gotta get this content out. But other than that, man, hope y'all having a blessed Sunday. Had a blessed last couple days or whatever. But let's get to this video. We got Flacco talking about Gunplay trying to expose Rick Ross, and it backfired on him bad. So we finna see what's going on. With that being said, make sure y'all where we at. Y'all get y'all grabber. Like, comment, subscribe. When y'all subscribe, hit that notification bell. Other than that, let's get to this video, man.
Where Gunplay blamed everybody but himself for why he's not a bigger star and why his career fell off. One of the person he blamed is somebody who we thought looked out for him a lot, which is Rick Ross. But apparently Gunplay threw Rick Ross under the bus, and Rick Ross was not happy about it whatsoever. We'll get back to the video shortly, but I want to touch you guys.
Hold on, y'all. Y'all ever, bro? I'm tweaking right now, bro. Y'all ever Oh, here you go, bro. I be doing that stuff all the time, bro. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know if it be on some situations like for instance, the lighter would be in your lap or something, and you'll go look at everywhere but on your person, and then you look down or something, and it's just right there sitting there looking at you like, I don't know why I do that shit all the time, but that's another story. Let's get to the video.
Guys know this video is being sponsored on what the look at what the highest is going to be for the get paid by predicting weather on a daily basis. You can do so on Kalshi by clicking the link in my description and downloading the app and using code Flacco to get $10 on your first deposit.
My next question's having to do with him.
Yeah.
But I wanted to, before we switch topics,
If you're struggling with depression and not feeling the comfort and peace that you need, I invite you to meet with missionaries like me from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
was it hard for you, you know what I'm saying, juggling the streets and seeing all this money at this young age and pursuing rap, where a lot of time rap requires you to leave the streets alone to focus? Was it hard for you to juggle these two things?
Oh, it's not necessary, and I hate when people say it's not necessarily rap. And I'm gonna say this from experience in a lot of ways. When I'll put you like this: when you want something in life that's worthwhile, it's gonna take a lot of sacrifices. It's gonna take a lot of long nights. It's gonna take a lot of work to be put in. With that being said, that's the reason why people always say you can't have one foot in the streets and one foot in the rap, or one foot in YouTube, one foot in the streets, one foot in the NBA, one foot in the street. Whatever you're doing that's worthwhile, that's a career for your life, for the betterment of your life and your family, it's going to take, I don't care what type of career it is, it's going to take, unless it's a career of being a criminal, it's going to take from you to step away from the streets. If you had any type of street ties, it's going to take for you to step away from the streets. Like, for instance, me, I ain't finna sit on here and incriminate myself, but I'll just leave it at this. The type of shit I was doing to get money before I started my YouTube channel, I wasn't proud of it, but a nigga had to do what he had to do. With that being said, I decided that, hey, I'm gonna do this YouTube, and this is what I'm gonna do in my life. So what did I do? I watched everything anything that I could be getting locked up for that I was doing before I started my YouTube. I watched that shit with my hands and I put it to rest. Like, it is what it is. I'm gonna go hard with this YouTube, and I'm gonna not gonna stop until I reach my goal. Pretty much, that's what it is. And that's just with anything in life. If you want something in life, you gotta sacrifice. You gotta put the streets behind. The streets is always gonna choke a nigga up. Like, you gotta put that stuff behind you, bro. I don't know who listening, but if you want something in life, you gotta put that stuff behind you. Unless you want a life of being a criminal, like, so.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Because it just felt like this, and I'm gonna be totally honest and transparent, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't the type of nigga to sit here and sugarcoat shit. But when it was Raw's turn and we was on the road and we was doing everything, and then when it, everybody was a group effort. When it was Gunplay's turn, it was crickets. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it was hard for me. What you want me to do? Nobody's. It's like I got hit records. Nobody's giving me a budget. Nobody's doing nothing. So what you want me to do?
And hit.
What would you like me? What would you like me to do? Do more? Do more? Give another hit record and do more and never get no money?
I got no issues with Gunplay. Y'all gonna call me a hater regardless, bro. So I'm gonna just tell the truth. Gunplay was a good rapper. He was never no superstar.
Yeah.
He was never somebody who was like 1 in a million, who was like a hit maker. He wasn't. All right, he had a couple cool features, a couple cool songs. He wasn't no hit maker, bruh. And unfortunately for him, when you're in a group with Prime Meek Mill, Prime Wale, Prime
Yeah, like,
Rick
come on
Ross,
now.
you're gonna
Let's be
put on the
realistic.
back burner. It's really that simple, bro. You got
Let's be realistic, bro.
Emotion, homie. All right, you think Rick Ross is prioritizing you over a Meek album, over a Meek single, over a Wale single, over a Wale
Man,
album?
forget Wale.
Cut it out.
Forget Wale, because Meek running through all that shit. But at the end of the day, Meek one of the coaches to do this shit. I don't care what all this weird shit that he got going on with his name, with all that. But at the end of the day, I will say Meek one of the coaches to do this shit. I don't care what no nigga say. When it come to like rapping and telling stories within your raps, bro, Meek one of the coldest niggas to do this shit, bro. I don't care what no nigga say, bro.
Not happening. And in case of Gunplay, Gunplay is a perennial fuck up. I mean, that's just a fact. He's a perennial F up. He's somebody who had legal troubles. Well, like in 2013, I think
Bro, Flacco, cut it out. Cut it out.
Like an armed robbery case or something like that.
Cut it out, Flacco. You
Or
about
he
to make me
signed
start
in 2015.
crying.
But nonetheless, though, man. All right, distributors, labels don't really want to give you a huge advance. Don't really want to give you a huge budget, right? Because you are a perennial F up. And unfortunately, you only got yourself to blame. But during this entire interview, I didn't hear Gunplay say not once, I. It was always they.
Or would
Yeah,
you
which is
what you want me to
deflected.
see is go back in these streets and go ahead and tap these pockets,
Right.
like I have to do. You see what I'm saying? Like this is what I did. This is what I didn't want to do.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But since don't understand,
Let
and
me spark
gonna
this-
be,
let me spark this
okay,
blunt,
we
y'all.
don't know who Gunplay is.
Snap your W-2 and file your taxes 100% free. Plus, get your biggest refund. Roughly 37% of filers qualify. Simple Form 1040 returns only. File now.
Man, ooh, that's crazy.
Nigga, give me that chain. Let me get all that because I'm back. You see what I'm saying? That was literally a cry for help for real when I look back and see that now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let me get that.
Right.
Let me get that. So you don't
showing them
niggas
like I
don't-
really would do this.
Yeah, you know, push me back in the street. So I mean, what you really want?
Bro, now I don't agree with that, bro. I don't agree with that. At the end of the day, it's multiple ways to get money legally. So what I'm gonna say to that is, if the shit wasn't working, go back to the drawing board, find something else out, figure something else out, and keep pushing. But when shit get hard, you can't quit and just go running straight back to the streets because shit got hard. I don't care what it is, bro. You gotta try and figure a way out, bro. Because then you doing shit like that, then you get hit with cases, bro. Like,
Dude, like, you know,
all
I'm for everything. I was down for the program for over 10, 15 years. And it's
Definitely
my
was loyal.
turn.
He was loyal.
And then nobody lifted a finger, made a phone call or nothing for the old boy.
I understand cosigns aren't everything. Bro, you had the biggest cosign at the time where
Yeah.
a cosign was somewhat necessary or a cosign was somewhat a thing. Nowadays, these kids can hop on TikTok and blow. But you had a cosign when cosigns were needed. You had Rick Ross, Meek Mill, and Wale.
You had it all.
You just didn't seize the opportunity how you were supposed to. And that's okay. Not everybody can be a superstar, right? But ultimately, it's your work ethic is why you're in a position that you're in right now.
Yeah, bro.
Because if you had a truly impeccable work ethic, even if you didn't become Drake, you didn't become Kendrick Lamar, you could have still maintained a core fan base. You could have still
Exactly.
been touring.
Exactly. You could have had
bumping.
about 50 to 100,000 solid fans, even more. Who knows? And you could have been cool, but like, I'm gonna put it to you like this. Shout out to Wallow. Shout out to Wallow. Gilly and Wallow. Shout out to them, man. Big shout out to them. But Wallow always says this. I'm not gonna be 100% right with what I'm saying, but y'all know what I'm saying. He says like 8 billion people in the world. I don't need everybody to like me to become successful, and that's 100% true. It's so many people in this world. You don't need everyone to like you in order to become famous. I apologize too if y'all hear kids in the background. My window open. I live in an apartment complex, but other than that, yeah, you can't. You gotta figure it out yourself, pretty much. Like
music and feeding your core fan base and making money off music for the rest of your life. You were impatient, you had a poor work ethic, and you had a lot of legal troubles. And you continue to have legal troubles. Who's gonna give like Gunplay a deal right now when they see like Gunplay is online getting in physical altercations with his baby mama?
Yeah,
right, who's gonna get an altercation?
I remember that.
Who's gonna
That's
give
crazy.
Gunplay money when they see the baby mama is accusing Gunplay of ramming into her car? Who's gonna give Gunplay like $1 million advance money? Be real with yourself. When they see Gunplay on camera trying to beat up a DJ for playing somebody else's song, be for real right now. Now they ask him, right? Has the industry ever done something to you that you can't say or that you never said? And his response just gave loser pause. Gave is like a woman term, but his response, it reminded me of a loser. Right? He just complained, he whined about how everybody did him bad and everybody, but it was never his fault. He never did anything wrong. He did everything right, but somehow he still failed.
You see what I'm saying? So what you want me to do?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy because you had some killer features.
Outside looking in.
But then when I'm signed to a label like Maybach Music, I'm my hands tied. It's all up on the big dog. And then if he don't want to get me a budget, then he won't get me a budget.
You and your boss aren't close anymore?
So what was you doing?
I ain't gonna lie. Like
okay, I ain't gonna lie. I get where he coming from, but what was you doing to not get a budget? It wasn't like it sounds like he's just explaining it to make himself look good and to make it seem like, well, what did you do? What was you doing to not get these things to happen for you? It's something that was going on. We need to figure this out.
As of lately, nah, I'm, you know what I mean? But,
Y'all don't talk at all?
Nah.
Was there anything that the industry did to you that you've never publicly said out loud?
Say that one more time?
Was there anything that the industry did to you that you've never actually publicly said out loud?
I mean, I could go in. I could guess. They had me. They had me selling my publishing. Basically, sold my publishing for $50,000. They gave me $25,000 up front. We never did a second Triple C album for me to get the other $25,000, but I still ended up paying back $50,000.
What?
Yeah.
These folks approached you and asked you to sell your publishing for $25,000, and you did it because you didn't have any faith in yourself.
Exactly.
You had no hopes in yourself, so you did it. How is it the industry fault that you were dumb enough to sell your publishing for $25,000? You signed a contract, you honored the contract. How's it anybody's fault but yours that you didn't have the foresight to realize you shouldn't sell like your literal product, like your literal rights, like you shouldn't sell your literal creativity for $25,000 that's probably gonna last you a span of 3 weeks. Whose fault is that? Your fault. So I'm truly trying to be empathetic here and truly understand.
It's kind of hard.
Where he got effed over at, who effed him over, but the more he talks, the more, it's perfectly clear. He's the only one who effed himself over. Bro, you sold your publishing for $25,000 to probably buy a chain. Do better.
Hey, bro, can you make me something that sounds like I just died, went to heaven in Japan, and some angels started singing to me?
TV, this is facts. And then my first album that I dropped, Matt Middleton and a named Megan Price that was managing me at the time, they thought I was cooked. Yeah. So what they did was amend my contracts. So my back end of $75,000 for my first album, it went to them. So I got for that. So Matt Middleton, Megan Price, and everybody who put potholes in my road to success.
Thanks.
Because when that karma knocking, I just hope that you dressed. You see what I'm saying? That's it, my nigga.
Because it's crazy because you see
that's wild
how you front line You played the soldier position, you know what I'm saying, when it came to MMG. Knew if you with Ross, you with Gunplay. It was just like you didn't have, if you gonna say some shit about this man gonna
That shit
follow
don't
up.
in the industry though, son.
And then you get a hit record. I'm on the outside looking in. I don't know nothing. It just feels like once you get a hit, I can understand if you dropping duds.
Can we stop this in media, man? Can we stop this?
If you get a hit, yeah, you gonna be taken off. If you keep going and keep going hard and keep doing what you're doing to get that first hit, you go make it off. But it's, let me see. Let me stop talking.
Just because you have somebody on your podcast don't mean you gotta lie to them, man. I see this too often, bruh. I see this too often. Like, for example, they will have, let's say, like an underground rapper on, right? Somebody we've never heard of. Then they say, hey, bro, you dropped 20 hits this year. Why do you feel like they don't put you
20
in the
hits
same
my
category as Drake and Kendrick Lamar? I mean, brother, you gave us two meteoric hits. It was international hits. And there's a dude like who got 2,000 subscribers on YouTube, got about 1,000 followers on SoundCloud, got about 120 monthly listeners on Spotify, but they will have this dude thinking he is Drake and Kendrick Lamar. You don't gotta play into somebody's delusion because they own your platform. Now, I don't know this, podcast like that, man. I'm sure they got a great show. I'm sure these brothers do great work. That's just my pet peeve. Because they saying, oh, Gunplay, oh, you drop hits. Oh, you drop some bangers and some hits.
Yeah,
Now, we can
people
understand
be gassing
why they
it.
didn't invest in you if you were dropping dubs. But you drop hits. Define a hit, bro. Define a hit, bro. Because your definition of a hit and my definition is a whole lot different. A
Two
hit
different
to me
things.
is something that resonated. A hit to me is something that hit that Billboard charts. A hit to me is something that's undeniable. You know what a hit is. Like somebody dropping a record that's cool or you seen a record that you like doesn't mean that it's a hit. We've seen a lot of records we like. I know rappers right now, right, with about I don't know, bro, like 20 monthly listeners that got a song that I F with. They not hits. You know why it ain't? Because it hasn't resonated with the masses. But they just continue to feed into Gunplay's delusion, man. And it's just, I don't know, bro. It gets sickening. And then Gunplay begins to throw, probably the only person I believe looked out for Gunplay in his career, which was Rick Ross. He begins to throw Rick Ross under the bus.
And then your man bro, this just ain't it, dog.
We had yams.
You gotta keep working.
We had yams, straight yams. That was the first one. That was my first record that everybody. Come on now, you know what I'm saying? It didn't make the Deeper Than Rap album. I was told to put on that on that record to put shout out Deeper Than Rap. Promoting the album, thinking it's gonna be on the album. Nah, that was just promoting the album. Thank you. Going about your business. You see what I'm saying? So that was the first one. And the next one was I get called 1:30 in the morning. Never forget it. The fat boy called me, say, yo, I got a record for you to get on. Ironically, it's called Nobody's Favorite. And it ironically just happened to be everybody's favorite. The label was even asking when are we shooting the video. It took them 5 months to shoot it, and even though it was the most played on it, and Yvette, shout out to Yvette, she just kept trying to push for me. But at the end of the day, he said he wanted it to be a street single. That's what Yvette told me. So I was like, okay, he wanted to stay in the streets. So all right. So that was the fourth time, and after that, it's just like.
During that time when it was you, Ross, Meek, Wale, Stally, what do you remember most from that time working with all these guys? And all these guys.
I'm gonna be honest again, dog. I hate being honest, dog.
Be honest. That's why people love you.
I just couldn't understand why I didn't get a deal. Right. Why was I still on Def Jam and y'all was doing that, knowing I was a day one nigga, knowing, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you for saying that.
So it's like,
I mean, we was all wondering that. We was all wondering that.
But it is what it is.
Thank you for saying
it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's why I could honestly say, like when it comes down to it, yeah. If being around somebody, that's not putting anybody on. A person that has put in the work, and then you tell that person, okay, bring me a hit record, and you bring that person a hit record and nothing gets done, then that's just basically saying.
Does California need a MAGA governor? Absolutely not. But business as usual?
you know.
When you're somebody who's appreciative, certain things don't even come out of your mouth. Things like, yeah, I mean, being around him helped, but was it really helping? Yo, when you're appreciative, bruh, when you're somebody who got put on, who got helped, who got through alley-oops by somebody, if somebody gives me an opportunity once, I don't care what happened with us. I'm never going against you, man. Yeah. You gave me an opportunity. I'm never saying, man, well, in retrospect, that opportunity wasn't enough. Nah, bruh. When you helped me when you didn't need to,
yeah, that's being genuine. That's being real. Like, for instance, Mr. Tendonism, with the shit he got going on, he got did dirty and he just kept doing him. And look at him now. He almost close to what, 500K on Instagram. He getting his stuff for his restaurant, like he blowing up. And it's all because of what happened, and then he got all pretty much because of Keith Lee. I'm gonna put it to you like that. I don't even hate to say it, but at the end of the day, because of what Keith Lee was trying to do, doing the kindness of it, out of kindness of his heart, everything got exposed. Unc got kicked to the curb, and then look, now Unc doing his own thing, and he doing better than what Destinations is doing. So, like, it's things like that. But when somebody try to put you on, like, I'm trying to think of a good example. I can't think of one right now, really, but when someone puts you on, man, and they, like, do something out the kindness of their heart, you should not go against them for that. Especially if it didn't work out in your favor when all they was trying to do is help you. It ain't like what they did made anything worse. If anything, you made it worse by not doing what you needed to do. Obviously, it was something that you wasn't doing that you needed to do. And that's just how I feel from what he's saying, because you just keep talking in circles and saying that you was there and that you didn't get what you felt like you were supposed to get. Must be a reason behind that, and that's how I feel.
But Lefty Gunplay and Gunplay just stuck in my head for some reason. Gunplay, not Lefty Gunplay.
Yeah, you
Gunplay.
Tripping. This ain't California, right, buddy.
So Ross responded back to Gunplay, and
what Ross say?
Told the truth. Yo, Gunplay dragged Ross for an hour, and Ross just came back with a couple minutes, and now it's looking bad for Gunplay.
What Ross say?
Once the truth is out there, you can't really escape it. Once the truth is out there, you now have to choose to be delusional or to embrace the truth. And the truth is, it's your fault, Gunplay, not Ross or anybody else's.
And not laughing at my little bro situation, because I got nothing but love for him, but the situation he talking about saying wasn't no budgets or nothing like that. The distributor had done dropped you. They ain't want nothing to do with you. MMG just ain't give you the bad news. We told you just keep working, just keep grinding.
That makes sense. Bro was like, get him out of here. And Ross didn't want to do that off the strength of love for bro. So, okay. It makes sense.
Don't stop. Don't quit. Yeah, that's how it go. When they don't want to spend no money on you, ain't no more budgets. You ain't have a manager, none of that. So they ain't tell you. And I ain't want to break your heart. I want you to keep hustling. I always say you one record from being on top. And while I got all you in group texts like, cause you know, Rose always get the word. Make sure y'all plug in this South Beach Brew. This is Ricky Rose, new beer company from right here, South Beach. It's right here. Right here. It only makes sense. This is the bomb. It's the best. It's gonna be #1 just in a short time. So, fellas, put this in y'all group text. Tell all your I say hi. For young hustlers, I want y'all to just reflect and always remain appreciative of that work that done put in for you. Done put in 20 years of hard working, and when you meet a hoe, y'all start tongue kissing on love and hip hop and throw the 20 years away. You know, when fall in love and say hoes lawyers and they don't be lawyers and they just, how you feeling now? That's how feel. Yeah. So I know how it go. I feel it. I feel you. Hey, that nigga's tongue kissing that. You mad, ain't it? Now, when you reflect and look in the mirror, where I'm at. Yeah. Ain't no pause buttons on life, man. You can't pause the hustle. Now get back in the streets. Yeah, like you say, get back in the streets and turn up. Let's go get it.
Gunplay is not getting back in the streets
He's
at 40
stupid.
years old to reheat
Rick
a
Ross,
washed up rap career is not happening. Okay, but that's part of the problem too. Ageism is a thing in our culture, right? When somebody is 40, we say they done. When in actuality, like Gunplay is probably the best he's ever been at rapping right now. And I haven't heard a Gunplay song in I don't know how long, but I would imagine as you get older, you get better at the thing you've been doing for decades.
As long as you keep doing it. Practice make perfect, like as everyone always know. But if you just fall off and stop doing what the thing you was doing, which is rap. Okay, for instance, let me put it to you this way. I used to be a hooper. I used to hoop. I ain't hooped in some years. For me to think I'm finna just go out on that court and have it all together, like if I just been doing this day to day, I'd be a fool. Excuse me. I say that to say this. What Flacco is saying is 100% right. If bro been in the studio actively rapping and working on his craft, if he has not been doing none of that, then he gonna go to the studio and pick up where he left off years ago when from the last time he stopped. Like ain't gonna be no progress. If anything, he done got worse since the last time because he ain't been improving on it, working on it. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, what Flacco's saying is true. If he's been consistently rapping and working on his craft, if so, then he need to come out with some stuff and get a world of taste and see what's going on. But it's all about that repetition. It's all about repetition.
The best at rapping he's ever been. But unfortunately for our culture, when you get up there in age, nobody trying to F with you, man. All right, but let me know in the comment section what y'all think, man. Again,
I think when you get up there in age, it's not necessarily it. Because you got people that's messed up their public perception. I'll put it to you like that. You got people that can still, like for instance, like I was just talking about Mr. Tennism. I was talking about him a little bit earlier in the video. I'm quite sure he's well over 40, but he's blowing up and he's making away from himself. It's just my personal opinion. It's not about your age. It's all about the authenticity and you being yourself and being genuine. And I feel like within you being yourself, you'll build with fans, and by you being your authentic self, you'll have things that fans can relate with you by being authentic, which will draw fans. I just believe in authenticity and being real. That's just me. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about the video. Let me know. Drop a like comment, subscribe. I can't talk right now. My head's spinning. But drop a like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get the videos when they drop. Other than that, y'all stay alive. Stay away from any sicknesses or whatever. Be safe. I'm going to get at you on the next one, man.